Yep, I'm tired. I'm always tired. I'm always tired no matter what. I'm always tired. Even when I wake up and I go out and I don't know, I'm on the computer and stuff. A couple of hours later, I'm always tired. Is that ever a thing to people? Like they wake up early in the morning and even hours later, they're still drowsy, a little bit drowsy. That's always been a thing for me. I want to go to the doctor. But in any case, I guess good morning. Well, I can't say good morning, body odor sufferers, because you might watch it in the afternoon or at night, whatever. But how's it going, body odor sufferers? I'm back again. I'm back again. It's a Sunday right now. I was thinking about doing something on Saturday, but I didn't do anything, which actually is going to be a topic I'm going to talk about. My topic is, do you do anything on the weekends? Do you do anything on the weekends? And I'm not talking about going grocery shopping or washing clothes or, going to appointments or something like that. I'm talking about going out and actually living life. Do you actually do anything on the weekends like that? Live life? How many of you actually have friends? How many of you actually have friends or actually go out and do things? For me personally, I don't really have friends at all. I don't have I actually label friends in two different categories. I think there's like direct friends and then there's like I don't want to call it local friends, but distant friends. And I have a friend, but she's a distant friend. And the only reason why we're friends is simply because we both share, the same. We don't share the same condition, but we're both suffering from body odor. Her condition is completely different than my condition, but we both suffer from body odor and it has ruined our lives. But I don't have any direct friends. I don't have any friends. The way I define a direct friend is someone that you can actually go to their house. You can chill at their house. You get together and you do stuff with. I don't have any direct friends. And to be honest, I never was the type of person that had too many friends before I got this. I was a person that was pretty quiet. I would say I was an introvert. I was to myself a lot, but I never really did anything that made me. I never did anything where I was constantly out and about with friends and doing stuff like that. So when I got the body odor condition at like 15 and stuff, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. If I wanted to make friends in high school, I couldn't even do that shit because of this odor. Um, this odor condition has made me even more of a hermit. It has made me more secluded and made me not want to go out. You know, to this week I was actually or this Saturday I was actually planning to do something. I wanted to do something this Saturday, but I didn't even know what the fuck I wanted to do. I live in Miami area, so I was thinking to myself, maybe I should go and I don't know, look at certain. Did I hear somebody knock on the phone? I mean, knock. Hold on a second. Okay, false alarm. Nobody knocked on the door. Great, because I don't really feel like talking to anybody or getting any type of anything. In any case, what I was saying was, do you actually do anything when you go out? Do you actually go out anymore? Once you have gotten this body odor condition, this invisible odor that lingers on you forever. It's probably going to be forever. It's probably going to linger on you forever for the rest of your life. Do you actually go out and do stuff? Do you go to the mall? What else is there to do? Go to the mall? I guess since I'm in Miami, do you go to the beach? Do you go to certain events that are gonna happen, certain festivals that are gonna happen within your area? Man, if I didn't have this odor condition, I would be doing all that. I was actually trying to do this dating thing. I don't know if I should make that a separate episode, talking about like dating and TMAL, PATM, and how is your experience with it? For me, I tried to do dating, but I did the online dating thing. First, I actually used like OK Cupid, and then I used Plenty of Fish, which was a worse. It was like that was like a downgrade compared to OK Cupid. But I don't know. That should be a separate topic. But yeah, I wanted to. I definitely want to do stuff with my life. I'm 28 years old. I'm not gonna be 28 forever, and I don't want to look back and say, "Damn, I wish I would have done this when I was in my 20s." Because even now, like when I think about my years from 21 to 28, I can't think of anything extremely fun or memorable that I did. You know, in your 20s, you're supposed to have fun. But for people like me, or for people like who have suffered from some type of body odor that they don't understand, they have no, they have a control, but it's not really a control. The only thing you can possibly do is remove certain foods that you think is going to make you smell bad, but you still don't really know what are the main foods that make you smell bad. You just try to, feel it out, and hopefully you eat the right things, or the things that are not so bad. But I don't know what to do. I can't even think of anything to do. The other when it was like when it was actually at October, I love October because I like Halloween. And the reason why I like Halloween is simply because I like watching horror movies. And last year what I did is I did like some horror movie marathon where I just watched as many, I tried to watch at least one horror movie a day. And I really had fun. I thought it was a really fun thing to do. It was actually really fun, but it would have been better if I had friends to watch, watch these horror movies with. Or it would have been better if I actually went out to some type of Halloween party. I've never been to a Halloween party. That's crazy. I think that's like a common thing that most people do, or something like that. And this year, I wanted to do something, and I went to like a Halloween car. It's not really a car. I guess it's a carnival, Halloween carnival, because there was only one haunted house, and then there was like those typical rides that you find in carnivals, like it's not really a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster ride, but it was like a substandard roller coaster ride. And then there's like one of those like amusement parks where you have this like large swing, but it's in the shape of a boat. And then what else was in there? There's just like a lot of like typical amusement rides that you find in most local fairs. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, when I actually went to this Halloween fair festival thing, I couldn't even have fun. I couldn't have fun because a couple of things. I was extremely worried about smelling bad. I was worried, and I was sweating. Secondly, I was sweating. I was sweating profusely. Actually have hyperhidrosis. I sweat excessively. And two, I didn't have any friends, so I'm going out by myself. And I'm sorry, being by yourself and trying to have fun is pretty hard. It's pretty hard. You gotta just wing it. You can't like have have you can have fun, but it's just lesser fun when you just do it by yourself. And with this condition, it's hard to make friends. Even if I didn't have this condition, it's pretty hard to like get new friends when you're an adult. You can go to meetups and stuff like that, I guess. But a lot of these meetups are not really close to my location. A lot of times they're like in downtown this way, like downtown Miami, or somewhere up north or something like that. That's gonna take me 30 minutes to get there. Do I really want to? Do I really want to drive 30 minutes just to get to a location so I can sort of meet new people and see if I have any commonality with them, and then eventually say, hey, let's go out and do stuff. That's weird. It's sort of weird. It's sort of I don't know if this is weird, but it's sort of weird for an adult male, to ask another adult male out to go and do stuff. You know? Maybe if you were kids, it was okay. It was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what kids do. But now that you're like almost 30 years old, it's sort of odd for adult males to ask other adult males out. Like if I'm going on a, as if I'm asking them out on a date. So I'm pretty sure a majority of, unless we just really click, we just really have just a strong bond, which I don't really have a strong bond with most people, to be honest. I can sort of carry conversations and stuff like that if they talk about anything that I have a little bit of information or a little bit commonality with, but I don't have never had like a strong bond where like you are just like me. I need you in my life. What are you doing this weekend? Asking another male out. What are you doing this weekend? Because I think we just have such a strong bond and we just need to get together and do stuff. Like that's weird. Sort of off putting for another man. And I'm pretty because if I think about it myself, like let's say I don't know, I go to, I don't know, man. I go to some place and then some person just strikes up a random conversation with me and I just said, okay, I'm just gonna continue with this conversation. And apparently we have a lot of things in common or we see things similarly. And then the guy just responds, "Man, you just have such a strong aura about yourself. You just have such gravitas and you have so much similarities like me. We gotta go out and do stuff. What is your phone number so I can talk to you later?" That'd be like, what the fuck? I don't I just give him a fake number. My phone number is 888 That's my phone number. And I'll just peel off and leave and never be heard from again. It's weird like that, but at the same time, thinking about it, how I would react is probably the same thing how any other man reacts. And I guess it's really difficult, regardless of the body odor situation. But now adding that layer of being older, an older male, and the male that smells bad and cannot detect his odor, so he doesn't know whether he smells bad today, tomorrow, in the evening, he never notices it. It's even more difficult. And this would be this is such like friendship, going out and dating is they're so intertwined because at the same time, it's like you can go out and try to have fun, but mentally it's draining, especially if you know you smell bad and you try to go out to the mall where there's like, especially on a Saturday where there's just tons of people. I never really went to the mall too many times in my life because of this odor condition. And like I said, again, in October, I went out to the mall one day and I was shocked at how many people there were that had that just were in the mall. It was like probably thousands of people, and I was just like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" Right? I didn't know that there were that many people because I haven't been to the mall in such a long ass time. And to hear, I actually posted this question on one of my Facebook groups, or on the Facebook group I follow on Facebook, and I asked them, "Do you guys do anything on Saturdays, or do you just stay inside like me?" And there was just a number of different responses. One stating, some of them stating that they do go outside and they don't let this odor condition bring them down, and another group saying like, "Nah, I stay inside. I stay inside all the time." I could relate to both. I could relate to both arguments. One thing saying, you only have one life to live, so you might as well try to have some type of fun, some type of enjoyment out of it. But the thing is, I've been out before. I've been out before, even though I didn't want to. I've been out with family, even out in public spaces with family, even though I didn't want to, and it wasn't enjoyable. I mean, I guess I had some, like, let's say I go to a restaurant or something because I'm trying to help celebrate a birthday of some family member or friend or whatever, and there might be somebody sitting in back of me, or I might see the server that might walk up to me, start coughing, or the guy in back of me is coughing or sniffling or rubbing his nose, or I might overhear them saying I smell bad, and then I look at my family members seeing if they see exactly or hear exactly what I'm hearing, and a lot of them are just completely oblivious to this. So then I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should alert my family members, hey, these guys are saying I smell bad and cause a ruckus. Sometimes I'm thinking maybe I should make a fucking scene just to prove a point here. But I know for a fact. Let's be real here. Okay, let's say for example, I'm in a restaurant or something, and there's people in back of me, and they might be making fun of how bad I smell, or just making comments how bad I smell. If I just get up, turn to these motherfuckers and say, "You said I smell bad? Fuck you," or do some type of instance to just bring a lot of attention to the issue, what that's going to do is it's going to make me look crazy. It's going to make my family members like, what's wrong with you? And the person that possibly was making these comments saying I smell bad, they're just going to deny it. They're just going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on? They're going to play dumb. They're going to play dumb. And in the end of the day, it's just going to make me look like a crazy person. So, you know, I do want to go out and do stuff because I am 28 and I'm about to be 29. And every time I want to hear this from commenters, if anybody's watching this, please comment on this. Do you ever feel like every time you age, you get more depressed? Like every time I get older and older, I become more depressed at the fact that I'm at this age and haven't accomplished anything, right? I think about that all the time. I think about I just constantly got more and more depressed. Like every year it was my birthday. For the average person, every time it's their birthday, well, I don't know. I think at a certain point for the average person, they just stop giving a shit. But then there's some people like, it's my birthday. I don't know. I'm turning 56 today, so I'm going to have this major party. And I'm going to do this, that, the third. For me, it's like every time I get older, I realize I haven't, all the time I missed, all the opportunities I had to, that a normal people, a normal 28-year-old or 27-year-old or anybody in their 20s is experiencing, I'm not experiencing because I have to deal with this odor condition that I have no control over and I don't even understand the complexities to. And that just makes me sad. I just think about how sad I get. Sort of like, and I get the same emotion, especially toward the end of the year, because like, oh man, it's almost the end of the year. It's like we're in December right now, and it's almost the end of the year, and I think to myself, damn, it's the end of the year. Everybody's having fun. Everybody's doing stuff on New Year's Eve, and I just feel sad. I just get sad. Just thinking about it just makes me. I'm just like, I'm just sad. That's just how I feel about it. So I definitely want to do something on the New Year's Eve. I think the two the two holidays I enjoy the most is Halloween and New Year's Eve. Because on New Year's Eve, even though I try to do something, right? I want to go outside and do something. That's just me. And then Halloween, I just like horror movies, so this just gives me an excuse to watch a lot of horror movies. But going back to the topic of Saturdays, let's talk about Saturdays. Saturdays are the days where you're supposed to have fun. This is one of those days where everybody does stuff on their free day off, but I can't think of anything fun to do. I just it just gets so hectic. It gets so hectic going out in public and then trying to do fun things. But as a person who suffers from this weird disorder, every time you're with the public, it's not fun. It's not fun. You could go to amusement park. Trust me, I've went to amusement parks while smelling bad, and I just didn't have as much fun. It just wasn't as fun. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I can only speak for me. It wasn't as fun. And no matter what, I remember my early 20s. my mother taking me to, what was it? It was what was it? It was it's not Disneyland, it's not Disney World. It's Universal Studios. That's what it was. Or Islands of Adventure, which is connected to Universal Studios. And boy oh boy, standing in line on a Saturday while it's hot as hell. You're sweating, your back is sweating, your groin is sweating. All this sweatiness is just all around your body, right? And just seeing people, hearing people sniffle or cover their nose or rub their nose, it's it's really not fun. It really distracts you from all the fun you have. And I mean, even if we have a conversation about amusement parks are not really that fun. You're like standing in line for hours just so you can get this 5 minute ride. And then you can say, oh, yeah, I went to this ride. After a while, once you get in your 20s, your late 20s, you're like, this shit is not fun. It always like bothered me when I was a kid, and my mother would never want to go on rides at all. And I think it's just like an age thing. After you hit a certain age, rides are just not fun anymore. They're not interesting. They lost their appeal, which is weird. And it's sad. It's sad because I feel like I could have way more fun in my 20s just riding rides and stuff. And even though it wasn't as fun, at least I could do it with, direct friends, but I don't have any. And that makes me sad. Um, Apparently, I was actually, I've been doing these, I think this is like my 10th vlog. And already got like two people making comments saying that they're close to the area, close to my area, whatever, and we should link up. And I sent them comments or something like that, and they haven't said anything else. I'm like, yeah, okay, we can link up. What is our? Located here. Where are you located? And then they stop responding, and it's like, so what's so what's the point of even making that comment if you're saying we should meet up? I don't know. That bothers me. But yeah, do you guys still do anything on a Saturday? Do you guys do anything on a Saturday? Do you do anything on a Sunday? I don't think anybody does really anything on a Sunday. I know there's a lot of religious people, so this is like their time of prayer or of religious practices or whatever. To people who are not religious like me, this is just the time to like wash clothes. This is the time to wash clothes and dread Monday. Those are the two things I do on Sunday. Wash clothes and dread Monday. And this is a ritual of mine. I constantly do that every week, and I think this is probably going to be a common thing that I do. But other than that, if I can start talking about things that happen in my life, yesterday I ordered the camera. I ordered this $200 camera that's supposed to have 4K quality. So that's supposed to be delivered somewhere between the 7th of December. So that probably is going to be on a Friday or something like that. If it actually comes, because with Amazon, they say they're going to deliver this day, and sometimes it's like 3 days late. You never know. So I might get that 4K camera, and as a way to celebrate, I'm going to show you all the things I use, my regimen, or at least just the supplements I take, right? I'm just going to show you all the supplements I take. I don't think these shits work. I don't think some of these supplements work. I do feel like the chlorophyll does work to a degree, but it can't completely remove the odor. And I actually ordered another thing. Another thing I ordered today, or ordered yesterday, was a portable sauna. I've been thinking about getting a sauna. A couple of months ago, not a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, I thought of the idea of going to a sauna. So I started calling up all the areas my local area to try to figure out if they have a sauna and how much would a monthly plan be. Most of the spa areas don't have saunas. And the only one that did have a sauna and a monthly plan, their monthly plan was like $50 a month. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm not paying $50 a month for just a sauna that I'm probably gonna only use like a couple of times within the month. Maybe if I went every day, then it makes sense, but I'm not gonna go every day, just maybe some days. But now I actually had a conversation when I posed the question about do you guys go out on a Saturday. One of the comments was talking about what they do. They said they had their own workout or gym, their own gym. They had their own sauna. And I thought to myself, oh, you have your own sauna. How much money are you making? What are you doing, right? But she was talking about her portable sauna, and it was like $90 on eBay. I know in some areas like hundreds of dollars, and maybe I should have got the hundreds of dollars one because I naturally think there's if it's hundreds of dollars, there's probably better quality, but sometimes it's just not. So I got that sauna, and that's supposed to come somewhere between December 4th and 11th. I think I'm gonna make another vlog talking about like the holidays. Cause here's a better question: do you guys really give a fuck about Christmas? That's a really good question to have. I think I'm gonna make another vlog about that and try to think about all the years I had this odor and how every year on Christmas I never enjoyed it. I never really enjoyed it at all because honestly I never got what I want, and secondly, I never really had money, and third of all, I had to deal with this odor condition. So it was never something that was really enjoyable. Um, but if I can just wrap it up in terms of talking about Saturdays, talking about the weekends, do you go out on the weekends? Do you go out on Saturdays? Do you have fun going out on Saturdays? Do you not let this odor condition stop you? You continue to persevere and just move on with your life, regardless if people say you smell like shit or you smell like a elephant's ass. You just persevere and you say, I'm going to continue to go on with my life. That's great. I salute you. I respect what you're doing. But honestly, if I have to wait in line outside or anything like that, I'm probably going to get odor or reactions and all that other stuff, and that's going to make me have less of a good time. Honestly, it's just going to make me have less of a good time. I don't really. It's funny. I don't really encourage people just to stay inside all day because you have to do something. You got to figure out something to have fun with, but it's very hard to do it if you don't know what is going on with your body. A lot of things that you're doing is not working, or you ate all the bad foods. This is the thing I have a problem with. On Fridays and Saturdays, I eat all the bad food that I know is gonna make me smell bad, because it's just like I just can't deal with not eating food that I think tastes delicious. So I've been already ranting for about 30 minutes. I'm really interested in hearing, do you guys go out on Saturday or do you guys go on the weekends? And do you have fun when you go out? If you don't, like, leave a comment or whatever. I would love to converse with you. I like conversing back and forth. I'm lonely. I don't really have any friends. So if I am going to make time to at least respond to at least every comment that is posted on my videos, because again, I have time. I don't really have too much time because I have to work and shit, but when I do have time, I will respond. I at least try to respond. So, yes, body odor sufferers, this is the end of the video. Bye.